As we discussed in a previous video, I told that in here we have to look for a consolidation. If it gives a breakout, then we can take an entry, and the target will be this, and it will be huge. And in here I had told that we have to wait for a retracement, and if you get a bounce, you can take an entry. Once you see a bullish pattern, like this type of pattern, bullish pattern, you can see. So we have achieved easy from here till here, 41 pips again. Okay, and in here our trade is running, and our trailing stop loss is in here. And I had told that in here we can see a downside momentum or an upside momentum. After consolidation it will tell, and exactly same has happened. So now I'll modify new support and resistances. Okay, so new support and resistances have been modified. So in here what we can look for is, if you see a sudden downside momentum, then in this whole zone you can look for buying opportunities. First thing. Another thing is wait for a retracement. If you get it, then there are very high chances that you may get a target till here. Those who haven't taken, please wait for an entry. Or the third scenario is it can come down in a V-shaped type, and then give a recovery, and then give. So there are three scenarios, all are for buying. Okay, if a sudden breakdown comes and in here you see consolidation, then also you have to look for buying opportunities after a bullish pattern has been formed. In Euro USD also, I told that above this level we have to look for buying opportunities in half quantity, because major trend is of downside. There will be a no trade zone in this whole page scenario. And in here I told that we have to look for buying opportunities. The only problem was that it has given a very whipsaw type of movement. After going 80% or 50% in a direction, it gives completely V-shaped recovery, and then again gets in a direction. So it is volatile. So it's better if you are not taking in full quantity, take in half quantity. Rest all the analysis will remain same. I'll modify something. Support and resistances have been modified, so this zone will be a no trade zone. Until and unless this whole level is crossed by this market, then only we have to look for buying opportunities. That doesn't happen, we have to look for selling opportunities in here also. Okay, wait for a retracement till here and see a bearish move, then you can look for selling opportunities from here till here. Okay, in GBPUSD I had told that this whole scenario, again market gave a resistance here, but it didn't give resistance exactly from here. It went sideways here and then gave a breakdown. This was a no trade zone I told, and this was a angle which it was making for a bearish move. Okay, so I told this earlier also, and this was a no trade zone. Below this level we have to look for selling opportunities. You can see in here I had already marked. So this was a no trade zone, and below this level you have to take in full quantity. So those who haven't taken, they have got an entry in here. Okay, and let's see how much we have achieved. Even in the worst case scenario, minimum 19 pips, and in here minimum 46 pips. Okay, so that is huge. Those who didn't take, I'm telling you, follow me and you will be in benefit. So I'll modify new support and resistances. Here if you see a bullish pattern, wait, look for a resistance here and a bearish pattern, then you can look for shorting opportunities, and that too in half quantity. In half quantity for buying or selling. In this whole zone, whatever you do, take in half quantity. Below this level you can look for shorting opportunities, and that too in full quantity. Okay, and on a weekly basis what we can see here is, again we are seeing a resistance here. So this might be a support area because it is an inverted head and shoulders type of pattern. Okay, you can see inverted head and shoulders type of pattern. So on hourly basis, our model is that we have to look for buying opportunities only above certain levels only. Above this level only we'll be looking for clearly bullish signs. If it remains, then we are still looking for selling opportunities. So same in Bitcoin, as we have discussed that below this level I told that we have to look for selling opportunities, and we got one also, and easy 25,000 pips, easy 2500 points in the rarest, because you can see we have achieved 3600, but in the rarest also, those who had taken here and their trail SL might have gotten hit, then too we have achieved easy 2000 points. Okay, define new support and resistances. Support and resistances have been made. So in here we have to still look for bearish patterns. Okay, if you are getting a retracement in here, wait and look for selling opportunities, and if it continues, then we have to still look for selling opportunities. But this is a main important area. In here we can see this type of momentum, we can see this type of momentum may happen. We have to look for buying opportunities in here. Once it gives a buying opportunity, if it doesn't give us buying opportunity, then we have to still look for selling opportunities. But the way it is moving, there are very high chances we can see a good recovery. So above here you can look for half quantity buying. Okay, but not until it crosses this level. We will be fully bullish above this level, not this level. Okay, this is a half quantity trade. I mean, below this it is still going, we can take an entry in here, or if it comes here in this whole zone, we have to wait for a retracement. It doesn't give a good retracement, we are looking for a sideways momentum. If it goes sideways, then we are still looking for a good opportunity for buying or selling, either side of breakout or a breakdown. Then we'll decide in which direction we have to trade. As I had told that above this level, if you see a bullish scenario or a bullish pattern being made, like double bottom type of pattern, then we can look for a buying opportunity, but nothing like that happened. Below this level I told that we have to look for selling opportunities, and same happened. Below this we got an opportunity, and easy from here till here we have achieved 1220 points, pips. And in here I told that we have to look for buying opportunities. There are chances that we'll get a good buying opportunity, but it didn't came from here, it came from here. Now it has respected, so it has respected our levels roughly. So I'll modify new support and resistances. There are chances that gold is now going to be sideways for at least 2 to 3 years if it remains below 5,000. Okay, so until and unless you cross this level, it's better to take in half quantity only. Reason being, trend is still on the upside, but the reason is because although the major trend is downside, but it is now showing a bullish scenario, so it's better you take in half quantity and do not miss the trade. This will be a no trade zone, and below this level you have to look for shorting opportunities. Okay, so if you like my videos, please like and share, friends. Thank you.